Misfits 20 just took place this Saturday, and I'm going to be going over the main card. Now, the first fight we're going to be going over is Hat versus BBCC Gareth. Now, this was a heavyweight fight. Now, I predicted Hat to win, and he did. So when the fight started, Hat immediately shown he had an arm injury. Bro was fighting with like a chicken wing of a right hand. The shots that Gareth was throwing was pretty mediocre, pretty meh. He had some good angled hooks, but then it was finishing the first round. Not much happened. Hat basically shouldn't have been in there. His arm was clearly injured, and BBC Gareth got the win. Now, I'm not sure where Gareth goes next. Maybe he can fight a guy such as maybe the guy who Tempo Arts fought last May. I forgot his name. Not even a diss. I'm so bad with names. But when it comes to his next opponent, I'm not sure. Maybe get another influencer guy to build him up, and then maybe fight someone who's more... I don't know where they're going to go with this guy. Next fight, we have Adam Brooks versus Gavinio. Now, I predicted Adam Brooks to win, and he did. In the first round, Adam Brooks got a knockdown. He just looked way more experienced than this Gavinio guy. You know, Gavinio, he was messy, head down too low, you know, just eating uppercuts. Yeah, Adam Brooks just looked more sharper, more decent. In the second round, Gavinio quits. Adam hit him with a good body shot, I think before it, and then he just went on his knee, head down on the canvas, just quit out of nowhere. Now, with Adam Brooks, obviously his last fight, he got knocked out by King Kenny. It wasn't a knockout, but it was just 3 knockdowns or 4. You know, the guy's 43 now, so, you know, he beat Rhino, the guy from Gladiator, stepped up to fight King Kenny. Obviously, he's not in that skill level. And then he fought Gavinio. So, basically, I'm not sure what he should do next. Maybe he should fight a guy like Danny Aaron's. I think that would be a good fight, you know. In Danny Aaron's first fight, he didn't look that great, and I did think that Danny Simpson won the fight by a round, but obviously they gave it a draw. But I'd say to get Danny Aaron's back into the scene, or even maybe Danny Simpson, they should fight Adam Brooks. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do with Adam Brooks. He looks very good in this fight though. He did look more technical, and he does look like he's improved a lot. So, you know, he actually has a lot of fights he could take, a lot of risky ones, high risk, high reward. Next fight, we have Sami Hamed versus Ziggy Johnson. Now, obviously, we all knew that Sami Hamed was going to win. I predicted him to win, and that was just too easy. You know, he's 2-0 now in Misfits, or 2-0 professionally, and he needs an opponent that's credible. Now, in the first round, the first shot Sami Hamed threw, I'm pretty sure it was a right hand, just knocked him down straight away. You know, every punch was just knocking him down. Ziggy Johnson kind of did well, you know, with the footwork. You know, he did land a decent hook, but it was just too much. Sami Hamed got the win, and yeah, Sami Hamed won by first round knockout. I'm not sure where Sami Hamed goes from here. Maybe they get a pro on the scene, or they'll get like a journeyman who has a better record, who can actually throw and take a punch. But I just felt bad for Ziggy. Like, even at the press conference, he just seemed out of his depth. You know, I've seen him do pads before and fight at another organization, and he looked well, but man, it was just a tough night for Ziggy, I guess. But yeah, with Sami Hamed, when it comes to his next opponent, I think Mams is going to get another professional boxer in. Maybe like a 5-1 guy, 6-2 guy who can actually, you know, put hell to leather. But yeah, Sami Hamed with a first round knockout. Let's go with the next fight. Little T versus Afghan Dan. Now, this fight was years in the making. I'm pretty sure before this fight took place, they both fought in a street fight. But yeah, this was a crazy fight. Now, in the first round, Little T had decent technique, you know, but not really. It's like he had a good jab, but they just both threw technique out the window. They're both throwing windmills. Afghan Dan was just spinning like an arcade machine, just kept spinning around. The ref warned him so many times, and I'm pretty sure he did get a point deducted in the second round. But yeah, at the end of the first round, Little T did rock Afghan Dan with a massive right hand. Yeah, also Afghan Dan landed a spinning back fist, which the ref didn't deduct a point for, but Afghan Dan got away with so much shit in this fight. Is mad. But yeah, the second round, Afghan Dan looked knackered already. Like, even at the end of the first round, he threw so much trying to get Afghan Dan out of there. That little T was just knackered. Afghan Dan was obviously deducted a point for spinning, and then when they both actually got into fighting, Afghan Dan obviously dislocated his shoulder right there, and he was screaming, and the fight was called off. Now that's the thing, I don't think there's a need for a rematch. You know, they hugged it out at the end of the fight. When it comes next to Little T, I'm pretty sure he called out Bevo. Now Bevo is questionable because obviously every time he signed up for a fight, he keeps injuring his shoulder or he has a seizure. Next fight, we have Carla Jade versus Melaine Shah. I do not like any of these girls because they both piss me off very much, but this fight was a robbery. Oh my god, I don't get how they gave this fight a draw. Melanie just destroyed Carla Jade for 4 rounds plus the knockdown. You know, the first round, you know, it was Carla Jade's round. You know, she was on the back foot, but she was sticking to the jab. You know, keeping good distance. Melaine, she started quick, but man, she just kept clinching and being dirty in the clinch. Maybe the judges saw that in a way where she saw that she kept clinching and, you know, doing dirty tactics in the clinch, so maybe it was actually a closer round than we might have thought. I haven't watched the fight back because I'm not putting myself through that again. In the second round, Carla Jade, you know, she was kept complaining, but that's the thing, if I was in the ring, why complain when you can just smash the other person in the face, you know? But yeah, the whole fight, she was constantly on the back foot, and with Melaine, you know, she rocked the head back of Jade, and she was just dirty fighting throughout the whole fight. Third round, Carla Jade, you know, she just kept jabbing on the back foot, that's all I can say. Melaine, even throughout the fight, just relentless pressure, big right hand, the last 30 seconds that did hurt Carla. You know, the fourth and fifth round, Carla was scrambling, she had no answers to deal with Melaine's pressure. You know, Melanie was pressuring, you know, talking so much crap in the clinch as well. Carla Jade, massive right hooks at the end of the last 10 seconds of the fifth round. I'm like, where has this been the whole fight? But yeah, it was an absolute robbery. It was a draw. I had it 4-1 Shah, plus the 8-second count as well. Let's go to the next fight. Ty Mitchell versus Tommy Hench. Now in the first round, both fighters, you know, were showing good feintings. Ty Mitchell hurt Hench, tried going for the kill, didn't really work. Tommy Hench was jumping around, you know, putting his whole body into these shots, was mad. Second round, Ty Mitchell was showboating, you know, good body shots, you know, had a good jab. Tommy Hench was kind of scared to throw, so I think from the first round when he got rocked, and you know, he was just on the back foot the whole time. The third round, Ty Mitchell was being cocky, but he wasn't doing much, but then he got the knockout, which was insane. He had him running away, boom, like a hook from behind that knocked out Tommy Hench. But yeah, Ty Mitchell won by third round KO. Now obviously after this fight, he was calling out Idris Virgo, who he has beat before. And then when Idris got into the ring, I'm pretty sure he complained about something, being like, you have to have 3 more fights before you fight me, which is just, it's just stupid. Like, this fight is a line, make it happen. And then online, Mams Taylor tweeted that the fight's gonna happen, and then Idris is going, oh, Ty Mitchell hasn't accepted the fight, so I'm gonna be fighting this other bum who he's met from the gym. I don't know, I feel like Idris is ducking this fight here because he knows that Ty Mitchell is a proper problem. If that does happen, obviously I'm going with Ty Mitchell. I feel like he'll be able to knock out Idris Virgo. That's the thing, Idris had problems with Aaron Chalmers, and Aaron Chalmers is pretty crap, so yeah, Ty Mitchell won by third round KO. Let's go with the next fight. Now we have big boy Wade, the Concept, Plemons versus Messiah Warrior. I was so nervous during this fight, like, watching Wade fight was such a surreal experience because obviously we know him from the industry, like, you know, commentating and fight analysis. But seeing him in the ring was just crazy. Now in the first round, Wade had good technique, you know, good defense. His accuracy with the right hand was incredible. You know, good right hands, good combo to the body and head. Messiah Warrior was missing so many shots and his feet wasn't really under him. He was missing a lot of shots throughout the fight as well. Round 2, Wade kept hitting his right hand, you know, kept landing. Really good defense again, blocking shots, and a good heavy combo at the end of the round. I put in my notes that I was nervous as hell. Messiah Warrior started quick, but you know, he just kept missing so many shots, but we have to acknowledge how good of a chin he has. So let's say HS Tiki Toki and Messiah Warrior were to fight. Now imagine if Messiah was able to take the shots of HS. imagine how that fight would have gone, because let's say he gets out of the first or second round. I say that's Messiah Warrior's fight, because obviously HS Tiki Toki's stamina is probably non-existent. You know, he's on the cigarettes every day and the booze, so man, that fight could be interesting, but we didn't get to see it. Third round. In the third round, Wade Plem started to show, you know, his gas tank wasn't that great. Obviously, he had only 5 weeks to prepare for this fight. You know, he was still throwing the good jabs, keeping him back. But, you know, I was saying how Wade should have aimed for the body more so that Messiah Warrior wasn't able to have that second wind in a way. But yeah, with Messiah Warrior, he was kind of hesitant to fight Wade. He wasn't doing too much. Wade was just constantly making him miss punches. In the fourth and final round, Wade was tired, hands down and away. You know, he showed heart to be able to get to the end. He was trying to land big shots, but he wasn't really landing too much. You know, Wade put everything into this fight. Messiah Warrior, you know, he was beginning to land some big shots, but that was the end of the fight. Wade Plem won by unanimous decision. Now, when it comes to who he's going to fight next, I think he should fight HS Tiki Toki. I feel like that's the way it should go. But man, I actually can't wait for Wade's video on him analysing his fight, but yeah, that's insane. But yeah, let's go to the next fight. We have the main event, Darren Till versus Anthony Taylor. That's the thing, I predicted Anthony Taylor because I wasn't really sure about Darren Till in boxing, but that was probably one of the worst predictions I've ever done in my life. In the first round, Till had good jabs, you know, the double jab right hand, keeping a good distance and controlling the ring. Anthony Taylor, you know, he showed good footwork, you know, beginning of the round. He was struggling to land with the bigger shots, obviously because the height difference was insane. Round 2, Till was keeping AT on the back step. Good 1-2, you know, good combinations as well. AT was, you know, throwing some decent body shots, but he wasn't throwing too much. Round 3, Till landed a good left hand down the middle, keeping AT at bay. You know, he pushed him over, but, you know, it was just showing relentless pressure. You know, AT, good body straight early. He was struggling with Till's pressure, ability to land the bigger shots. He was taking big shots as well, especially to the body and then a right hand to the head. The fourth round, Till knocked down Anthony Taylor with a big uppercut. You know, hurt, and then again, was just hurting with big shots. In the fifth round, AT had some success. The first 4 rounds, I scored it for Till, but round 5, I scored it for AT. The reason being is AT was able to land some big shots that didn't bust up Till's nose, you know, the massive right looming hand. But yeah, AT landed a big right hand, and then another massive overhand right hand, you know, keeping him at bay. But then the 6th round, a massive knockdown from Till. It was the way that Anthony Taylor gets knocked out, it just looks so stupid. It just reminds me of Johnny Walker. But yeah, huge combo, stops ATs on the ground, and Darren Till wins by 6th round KO. So after the fight, Till wants to fight Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, KSI and all that. I think that's gonna be sick. But apparently I heard news that in Anfield, so the Liverpool stadium in the UK, Darren Till is supposed to be facing Jake Paul. Mad. It's gonna be happening in the summer, supposedly, but if that happens, that'll be really sick. But yeah, supposedly, after the fight ended and the fighters were leaving the ring, unfortunately, Anthony Taylor did pass out, or he fainted or something, but he's alright now. But yeah, that's obviously something we don't want to hear. But yeah, Darren Till with a massive win, the main event on Misfits 20 by 6th round KO. Next fight, I'm guessing he wants to fight March. I'm pretty sure he wants to fight KSI, but we all know what's happening with KSI right now. I'm not blaming Mams with this, I'm blaming his coaches, because obviously the coaches do pick the fights, and you know, we all know that KSI thrives under pressure, and his coaches aren't acknowledging that. So I'm not sure who they're going to fight next. I'm so glad that the Wayne Bridge fight is off. But thank you for watching, like and subscribe. This is Harvey MMA. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. TikTok's back in the US now. I had to film this video on Thursday, not Monday, because I've just had so much going on. But hopefully this video is out today and you guys enjoy it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my interview with Bender Bain Davis right above here, and I will see you all later.